happy, like, what, quarantine? What are we calling this?
I guess, yeah, just this, yeah, Coronication. That's what the kids are calling it.
Coronication. Okay. I like that. I like that. So we do, and it's Korina, so that kind of
Yeah.
fits, and daughter Iris as well. So, of course, Korina we know from the Plant Nerd Inc., and you're kind of, for a little bit, you're going in a different direction, right?
That's right. We decided on Thursday night when the governor announced that we should non-essential businesses should stay home. We really worked over whether or not we were essential or non-essential, and decided that it was best for the health of the nation and our people and my family and everything. And so we closed the business for the first time in 16 years,
Wow.
indefinitely. And all of our employees, we have 19 employees, everybody's furloughed now.
Wow.
And so, yeah, that's what we're doing right now.
So, that aside, you created something. How did the idea come about your own masks?
Got it. So I've been really paying attention to this whole thing since it started maybe a month ago. And we've really been following it closely. And I had seen on some social media website a hospital asking for these masks, fabric masks, because they were saying that they were already in short supply, and I guess they're called N95s, which are really the masks.
That's the high grade mask, right?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
the high. Okay.
And so they were saying that these fabric masks, they would take donations for these fabric masks, and they had even posted a phone number and said if you're making them at home, if you've got the fabric, if you could do this. And this, I think, it was in another state. This was last week, and I thought, wow, gosh, we get stuck at home, because the kids were already stuck at home. They go to Huntington High, so they were already sent home. I thought I had a lot of fabric laying around, and we could probably do this. And so we just decided yesterday that was the day we were going to start doing it. So we've been making masks.
How many have you made so far?
We've made about 40 of them so far.
40?
Yeah. So they, I timed myself from the time I iron it to cut it to stitch it to do all the things. I could do one in about 12 and a half minutes.
Wow.
Iris and I, teaming up, can go double that. So yesterday we spent a few hours doing it. Today this evening we just started sewing a few more tonight, but because we spent most of the day sort of wrapping up work stuff. But here we are, yeah, and here's a whole bunch that we've made already.
Of the four, let's see those. You have different colors, and are they all the same fabric, though?
They're all 100% cotton,
Okay.
woven cotton. So that was one of the requests from the doctors, was that they're tight woven fabric, like quilting fabric. I have a lot of that. Iris and I have both done sewing in the past, and so we just had remnants laying around. We figure we have enough to put together probably about maybe 400 masks.
Wow. So
Yeah.
it reminds me of Sound of Music when they took the drapes down and gave the kids the uniforms. It's kind of like, repurpose. We're talking to Iris now, who's 16, who doesn't, maybe you've seen it. I don't know. It's the first thing that came to my mind. But 400 masks, where will they go when you're completed, or where do you have a home for them?
We don't have a home for them yet, because there hasn't been a call for them yet, but our friends, my best friend's a doctor.
Oh, wow.
She gave the thumbs up. She said that they will be in need. If they're better than nothing. So
Right.
if the masks run out, the real heavy duty masks, these will certainly come in handy because they're washable as well. So I haven't looked into where to donate them yet, but we also haven't hit the numbers in some of the places where they're asking for the donations yet, for people who are sick and need supplies.
Right.
So the next step for us, we're probably going to hit up Huntington Hospital and hit up Hogue if we haven't heard any need for them yet, and start getting them out there. If they don't need them, we'll just hand them out to people.
Yeah.
We'll hand them out to people, so when they go shopping and stuff, they aren't using the masks that really need to be needed with the doctors and the nurses.
We heard that some of these masks on the news tonight, meaning Monday night on the 23rd, are we? That some of these nurses have to reuse the same mask over and over and over because there's a short supply. Right?
Yeah, I know. So it was really nice. I don't post on the Huntington Beach public forums or anything like that normally, but I thought yesterday, because we knew we only had a limited supply of the, not the Velcro, what is this? The elastic.
The elastic part of it, yeah.
And I got a really great response. And so my son, he's helped us out too. He's 18. He's a senior in high school, not going to school right now. And so he drove around to about 4 or 5 different locations yesterday, and just people left their elastic out on their front porch, and he drove by and picked it up, and somebody else came by and dropped off a donation at my office, and we picked that up today. And so now we have all the supplies we need.
Far. That's really great. Yeah. What a wonderful contribution. And although it's not that top grade mask, your doctor friend said, hey, it's good to go as a last replacement.
Where these would probably be useful, like I said, is it prevents people from touching their face. So even if these don't go to doctors or nurses because they're getting the really serious stuff that they need, this would certainly be helpful for people because we can't stop touching our faces.
That's right.
And so if there's, the virus is on things that are being passed around or surfaces, and they get on your hands, well, then even wearing something like this would at least prevent you from touching your face, which would be better than nothing.
Absolutely.
So better than nothing is really what we're shooting for here. And I was reading something on the CDC, and they said that this is what is called like emergency case scenario.
That's right.
This is like when there's nothing. It's like wartime. You make do with what you have.
Right. That's fantastic. Well, what a great contribution, and it's coming from, unfortunately, the closing or temporarily the closing of the Plant Nerd. And to go into this side, what a great story. That's really great. That's
Thank
great.
you.
So yeah, from the plant nerd to the mask nerds, there you are. Korina, thank you. Iris, thank you. Honey Beach High School, 16 years old, man. You might even have a future here as an entrepreneur like your mom and dad. There you go. Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. Hey,
Take care.
HB Ready, and here's a great example of HB, 1HB. Here, right here, 1HB is right there. Okay, thanks, guys.